Tonight, from Bills Stadium in Orchard Park, New York, it's Week 17 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Buffalo Bills taking on the New York Jets.
We are about 15 miles south of downtown Buffalo at Bills Stadium in Orchard Park. A few moments ago, to the delight of this Buffalo crowd, it was the Bills racing out of the tunnel as they get set to match up with the New York Jets. I'm Brandon Gaudin. He's Charles Davis. Full disclosure, we both have mittens. We both have coats on up here in the booth. This one, it's going to be interesting.
I've got the long johns, the socks, the boots, you name it. You know me in cold weather, we don't get along all that well. But these games are always interesting because you never know how it's going to play out. One slip, someone's going for 80 yards, and you could lose a game.
Here's Robinson. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Buffalo offense coming out, and it is Josh Allen who is at the helm.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah. How
does he eliminate that one interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. 2nd and 7. Allen going to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On play action, Allen. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play here for Buffalo. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Singletary. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
So often you hear that pep talks don't really work in the heat of the battle, but collectively, this defense has to say to each other, we've been on our heels this whole first drive. This is where we need to dig in. And they got a nice stop right there for a loss on 1st and goal.
Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bills take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. And they'll be let out by the man running the show, Charles, their quarterback.
And he just continues to throw touchdown pass after touchdown pass, leading the league here down the final stretch of the year. Guys will say that the numbers and the rankings, they don't matter to him very much. I don't know how much I actually believe that. Sure, he's team first, but I think everyone would like to see him finish number 1, including himself.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Flushed out right. He finds Corey Davis. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a big play that time by the Jets.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The numbers on the ground for Hunt a week ago. The hat trick +1, 4 trips to the end zone with his legs.
And, partner, you know how all the guys do when they do that little symbol now about eating, right? Keep feeding me, feeding me. They just kept feeding him, and next thing you know, he kept getting in the end zone.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Back to throw. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Again, he finds Moore. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
Well, Brandon, obviously no panic in them. They gave up the touchdown. You know, their defensive side did that. But he's already taken them back downfield. I love this field general that they've got. It's almost like
and he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Kareem Hunt, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Lutz with the extra point. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. 5 plays there on that drive. And Kareem Hunt, the one to finish it off, as he did so with a touchdown run. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Here's Robinson. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. To the air, Allen. Wide open receiver complete. And they got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive. He comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his play. All the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the Bills have taken the lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Just a 4-play drive that time, and it ends in a Buffalo touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. So we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC as the Jets come back out on offense. And for them, it's no longer a question of will they make the playoffs. They've clinched the division title. The question, can they hold on to that number 1 seed?
And this is where the mental fortitude comes to play, doesn't it? Because now you're not just the coach talking about it, it's team talking about it to each other, supporting each other, carrying each other along, because having that #1 seed means everything in the NFL.
It does. So even though the division title's clinched, shouldn't take the foot off the gas.
No, not at all. Play it all the way through, and I think we've seen that in recent years in the NFL. The teams that play and play to win each and every game, they're the ones to deal with in the playoffs. I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Now this one complete to Corey Davis. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the #3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's taken down inside the 30. Well, Carter Landry maybe doesn't have the speed he once had in his Longhorn days, but he showed a nice little burst after that catch.
Almost like he had a little bit of a throwback there, huh, partner? Because while he was never really a burner, he did have the ability to outrun linebackers. And here, as you described, he looked like the 2014 Carter Landry, and he rumbled for a big gain.
And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's second down. They'll run with Hunt on second down. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. So, Charles, you know, for this offense, we've been talking all year about how difficult it would be to run the table, and you gave me your chances early in the year. You thought maybe 25%. A few weeks ago, you thought closer to 50, but not quite 50. Now here they are, 15-0. This is happening, isn't it?
I think it is, Brandon, because I do believe this team is too invested, too well coached to fall asleep at the switch now. And I think it ultimately benefits them to stay engaged all the way through the season, because make it to the finish line, then they get the open week to refresh and re-energize. But if you get off the gas now, that can really hurt you come playoff.
Touchdown, Jets! Carter Landry with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. Now, these are not going to be easy on a cold, snowy night, but this one is up and through. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards, and it ends with a Jet touchdown. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Here's Robinson. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth when the ball...
Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A big play there on the catch and run.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Working the middle here, that's complete to Knox, the tight end. They'll contain him to just 4, second down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yep. They had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
On second down, here's a run with Singletary. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. Now Allen. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown, Bills. Dawson Knox with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bills have broken the tie. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it culminates in a Bills touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight.
I'm impressed.
Yeah, I am impressed. That means 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
That does.
But how about exactly what you're talking about? Going down the stretch, how much importance is placed on these games. Look, everyone talks about every game's important. When you get to this time of year, maybe that importance gets...
There he goes, right side.
I need to get my swag
All the way in. Touchdown, New York. Elijah Moore with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
Lutz good on the extra point. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Here's Robinson. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Buffalo set to get the football back here. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. And that pass puts him up over 200 yards already here in the first.
And what it also does is it allows the offensive coordinator to be not selective anymore, but a little looser, right? You're feeling good about things. Accurate, balls being completed, yardage is being gained. Go ahead and keep taking shots. The whole team has confidence now.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Allen now looks to throw. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. And that right there, his first incompletion of the game, pretty remarkable.
So let's start talking about all-time records, because with that incompletion, maybe over a 2-game sequence, or maybe starts a new streak now, because Ryan Tannehill...
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
But normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation, you have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or two towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. In this weather, any big play in the passing game, that's just a bonus, right?
It certainly is, but oftentimes offenses think in clement weather plays to their advantage because you know where you're going on offense. Defenders have to react, and they often slip.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Well, they've certainly spread the ball around so far, but they're definitely getting everyone involved now when you're throwing it to the fullback. Just shows how versatile this offense is and how everyone is a threat.
And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for the 1st down with Hunt. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I guarantee you, it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw here. Flush to his right. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
2nd down at 4. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he rifles it complete, caught by Landry. Touchdown! Carter Landry, his 25th touchdown, tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Jets are going to take the lead. Lutz with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. So that drives 7 plays in length, and it's finished off by a New York Jets touchdown. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Here's Robinson. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. On play action, Allen. Left side, it's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Allen. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now Allen again. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And we are tied here in the second quarter. So right back to square one. Tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Another drive coming up for New York's offense. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. It's a big play that time by the Jets.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down, eluding the pressure right. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
They go play action here on 1st down. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And they'll get this down to the 10.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Not much there, only a yard.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 9 now. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And the Bills will take over here at their own 14-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. The Bills on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Allen. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
Yeah, this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up third down. Being chased out left. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Bryan Edwards, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Jets are going to take the lead. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far and fun to watch. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Meanwhile, Allen's throw here taken in by Knox. 7 yards, the pickup there. Working with a 2nd and 3. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
On 1st down, Allen. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Now, these two teams faced off earlier in the year, right around mid-season, back in Week 9. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. On 2nd down now, it's Hawkins. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Now Allen. This is caught for a Bills touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And they'll They'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. New York ready to go again offensively. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Sliding out of the pocket. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. Big yardage that time for the Jets. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone.
And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And the Bills are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. He's a little too aggressive there from his Mike linebacker spot.
Sometimes you jump into gaps trying to draw them off sides. This time he tricked himself.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. And just a yard on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 4. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
And they're going to get the first down here across the 15-yard line.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. On first down, Hawkins. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on first down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's a handoff out of the gun. Takes this one across the 35 to the 36. A gain of about 4.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Jets will take over 1st and 10. New York's offense back out there and set to go. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
3 yards remain for 2nd down. A carry here for Hunt. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 40 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader, and quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing, and let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real, and it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. Got to give him strong consideration for MVP talk. Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. He'll drop to throw. Rolling to his right. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And the Bills are going to get the football back at their own 17. So the interception there. And, Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already...
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off at the 18. Then he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts.
Touchdown, Jets! Carter Landry, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Jets on one play have taken the lead. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Robinson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Finding Knox there, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. He's got his man on the out route. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. Play action. Now it's Allen. He's got his man on the crossing route. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the 1st half. Again, they'll throw with Allen. Toward the sideline, he will have the 1st down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Here's Allen to throw it. And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown. Dawson Knox, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the 1st half. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. taken in at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Jets going to take over now late in this first half, as they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining. Steps away. He's going to look deep for more. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. And that'll be incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
On play action, they'll throw. They'll roll him out right. He's going to look deep for more. A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Back to throw again. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This will be just a 21-yard attempt. And Lutz puts this one through. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll get our tour started out at Venerable Soldier Field in Chicago, where you see the final score there. Justin Fields, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. From there, we'll make the trip down to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. And they were losers in that one as they fall to the visiting Tennessee Titans. Davis Mills, excellent in the victory, as it's one that pushes his guys 2 games above 500. And one more to highlight, a good one on Monday Night Football between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Cotton and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway from the 6. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. And it was somewhat of a strange first half. He threw 3 interceptions, yet you look at the scoreboard, they've got the lead.
So you know what I think he did at the half? He stood up in front of the team, especially in front of the defense, and said, thank you. Appreciate what you've done. You guys have picked me up in a big...
And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Elijah Moore with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the 2nd most in a single year. And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
And a very similar result again. The Jets defense once more stopping him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. To throw, it's Allen. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time, and out will come the offense as they take over. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively, and it'll bring up 2nd down. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he's got the hook up to Landry. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
He finds his man, complete. That's Perez. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. It's a big play that time by the Jets.
Oh, I think we all understand his disappointment. He didn't quite get to the end zone, and you know it's just got to be tough to see a yard line underneath you after a play like that. Still, all in all, a huge play, and now they're set up 1st and goal at the 1.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
And that's caught by Landry for a Jets touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it ends with a Jet touchdown. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Allen's throw is complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Allen going to throw. Out to the left, he's got his tight end Knox. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all, and it's been a long day for this crowd waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. Here's 2nd and 9. Allen. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Rashawn Gary, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Jets are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way up.
There he goes, right side. He's at the 30. 10,
keep
5,
running, man.
touchdown. Elijah Moore with touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And the Jets get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he returns this to the 22. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That's a nice play there.
And deep he goes into Jets territory before being taken down. A big play there on the catch and run. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. Touchdown, Bills! A 12-yard touchdown grab, and the Bills get a bit closer. And now Sean McDermott's made the call. They'll go for 2. Allen will try to throw for it. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
And New York set to take the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
It's a big play that time by the Jets. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 35-yard line. He'll buy some time right.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll run with Hunt. And not much running room. Down to the 32. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Out to his left. And that will be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Rolling to his left. And this is caught. He hits Landry. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3.
What an excellent end result for them. But let's go back to the decision, first of all, to go for it all on 4th down. A lot of pressure on the quarterback's shoulders, but they knew he could handle it. Makes the right read there, gets the ball to his receiver. They get the 1st down. It's now 1st and goal.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. So instead of forcing the field goal, it'll be 1st and goal.
Yeah, the force was trying to make something happen that just didn't need to, right? I mean, plays happen, let it go. It's over. Instead, creates a penalty.
They're going to look to throw. And that's caught by Landry. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there. with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the second most in a single year. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it's finished off by a New York Jets touchdown. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough, because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. From the gun, it's Allen. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Robinson. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Allen now looks to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Here's 2nd and a yard.
A give to the up man, the fullback line.
Let's face it, you always want a team full of guys who can get you first downs and big plays of all styles, but you've got to have a big man. You can just turn and hand it to, and he can be dependent.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. A great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Bills cut into that lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to 18. So that lines up a 7-play drive all told, and it ends in a Buffalo touchdown.
This one taken just inside the 10. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10.
Now this one complete to Corey Davis. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Buying time to his left. Uncorks one for Davis. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Big yardage that time for the Jets.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like 2 excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional play.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. He'll look to throw.
Swings this out for Hunt.
That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. And that's going to leave him with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And that's caught by Landry. He's got a Jets touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31.
And the Jets are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter.
Lutz good on the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. A drive there of just 4 plays, and it ends with a Jet touchdown. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. From the 27, Allen. Robinson's got it. The reception good for 7. It's third down. To the air, Allen. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10.
And quickly into the hands of Robinson.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now Allen again.
And that one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Now Allen. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll try and run for it. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Throwing now is Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Allen now on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8.
108 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Here's Allen. And his throw is incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable.
From the gun, Allen. And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Bills get a bit closer. Extra point by Fairbairn.
Want me to subscribe?
And that'll cut the lead down to 18. So that, amazingly, a 17-play drive. And it culminates in a Bills touchdown.
Yes, please.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Taken in at the 3.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
Another drive coming up for New York's offense. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
You are pretty good.
Pressure right. And that is incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Well, yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. They'll look to throw here on first down. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
2nd and 2. That's into the hands of Edwards. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On the run, this is Hunt. About 3 yards there to the 27.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Well, clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they'd shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running.
And that's caught by Landry for a Jets touchdown. A great play there. Becoming just the 2nd player with 30 touchdowns in a single year. And the Jets are closing in on that 16-0 record as they add on to their lead. Lutz with the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it's finished off by a New York Jets touchdown. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. A good gain on first has them set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Now Allen. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. Allen going to try and throw on third down. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he is going to have a Bills first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. Allen to throw once more. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. To throw again on second down. Allen firing quickly here, and that's complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 22-yard line.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Jets are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
Well, partner, nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. On 2nd down, right back to Hunt. They find some open field here. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Kareem Hunt, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And this Jet offense starting to run away with this one. Well, where our booth is here, we can see all of the writers to our left. And their post-game stories, Charles, they have been filed for some time because this game, boy, is it lopsided.
Yeah, we can see our guy Scoop. He's even got his fedora tipped over his face. I think he's taking a nap now. Nothing left to write for him, but how gratifying has it been for them to see what they've done in practice and carry it into a game and see the execution be so good. They've got to feel fantastic about what they've accomplished in this one.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. Looking to throw. Allen. And his throw here's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. Singletary. They'll run for it. And this winds up a disaster. Nowhere near the marker. No dice for Sean McDermott in the offense. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Hunt. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd down, right back to Hunt. Dances by him. And he'll be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 27. 132 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
On 3rd down, here's Hunt. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Looking into the snowflakes, and he muffs it. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Quinnen Williams in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season. It's complete to Robinson. And he's got this down to the 35. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Jets, they have indeed reached a perfect 16-0, but now still one game remains before they join the OC.
Back now on OT with KC. I'm your host, Kevin Connors, and I will tell you, I am nothing if not a man of my word. My great listeners wanted this interview for a long time now, and your boy is here to deliver. He was a star at USC. Now he's the face of the franchise with the Jets. And yes, he's finally on our show. My man, thanks for joining us.
Hey, thanks for having me, Kevin. I'm sorry it's taken so long to make it happen.
Hey, look, no apology needed. Your life has been a whirlwind since the day you were drafted. I got to imagine it's been nonstop.
Yeah, it's been hectic, but it's also been pretty amazing. I mean, I love what it means to be a pro in this league.
Yeah, and being a pro also means getting to be in Madden. I mean, you go from playing the game to being in it.
well, yeah, but they got to get my ratings up. I know every player says that, but I'm serious.
Yeah, you and every other dude in the league, you know. But I will tell you, I happen to know a few guys on the Madden team. So you play your cards right. Maybe OKC puts in a good word for you, all right?
Yeah, you got to do that. Because I am not sure they've been watching my games close enough, Kev.
Look, I can assure you I've been watching your games. And, you know, there's one in particular I'd love to ask you about. Let's go back to earlier.